I want us to start with the Kakum story. In the last 24 hours, we've heard so many things after the initial reports came out. And so I want us to start from there. There are lots of responses. Yesterday, the commissioner of the Minerals Commission was on point blank with Umaru Sanda Amadu on 97.3 Citi FM. And I'll just let you know what he said. So, the Minerals Commission has clarified that it has rejected an application by High Street Mining Company Limited to mine in the Kakum National Park in the Central Region. The Commission has also removed the application from the online mining cadaster. In a statement signed by its Chief Executive Officer, Martin Kwekwe, the Minerals Commission emphasized that no mineral rights, whether for prospecting or mining, will be considered or granted within the confines of the Kakum National Park. The statement comes in response to concerns raised by civil society organizations as CSOs and the public about the potential impact of mining on the Kakum National Park, a renowned tourist site in Ghana and sub-Saharan Africa. And so the statement is here. I'll just, breeze through it. The attention of the Minerals Commission has been drawn to publications on social media that some civil society organizations, CSOs, in the country have vehemently kicked against the attempt by a mining firm to mine in the Kakum National Park in the Central Region. According to the CSOs, the move follows an application by the High Street Limited to the Minerals Commission for a license to mine in the Kakum National Park. The Commission wishes to inform the CSOs and the public that the application by High Street Limited was rejected and therefore cannot be processed or considered whatsoever. Consequently, the Commission has deleted the application from the online mining cadaster. The Commission wishes to assure the public that no mineral rights, whether for processing or mining, shall be considered or granted in the Kakum National Park. So that's that. And then, follow-up story, when the Minerals Commission boss appeared on point blank. The Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission, Martin Kwekwe, has strongly emphasized that the Commission will not issue a mineral right to anyone or any company to mine in the Kakum National Park. This follows concerns raised by the CSOs and the public about the potential impact of mining in the Kakum National Park, a renowned tourist site in Ghana and the sub-Saharan Africa region. In an interview on Eyewitness News on Citi FM on Monday, the Minerals Commission CEO, he said that, of course, the Commission had rejected the application by High Street Mining Company. I just want to take a quote from him here. "Every Ghanaian should take it from me that nobody will be issuing a mineral right in Kakum National Park," he added. And so that's that. And, lots of different things happening. The Finder also has this story, and we have the Finder editor here. So I'll start with you, Elvis, because I know that you have been following this story very closely from the beginning, and I want to hear your take on it.
Well, you see, as a country, we need to do more about mining. Whether we like it or not, we are a country full of resources underground. And we need to exploit these resources in a sustainable and environmentally friendly ecosystem to ensure that whilst we benefit from the resources, we don't also end up destroying the environment, the flora and fauna, and all the other benefits associated with having forest and whatever there is in it. So the most important thing for us as a country is to understand that the sustainability of what we do must be. Nobody should sit anywhere and think that this country will not mine. If anybody says that we shouldn't mine in forests, should we be mining in our homes? No, we have to mine, and we will mine in the forest. The mining that we have to do, if we have a proper strategy to do it, then some of these issues will not be coming up. Right. I don't see how somebody will even apply that he wants to mine on the borders of what?
Of the Kakum National
of the
Park.
Kakum National Park.
It shouldn't even be a conversation.
It's not a conversation. But it's because maybe as we have not categorically stated that this area or that area or that area is off limit for mining. I think that as a country we should begin to work on that, to say that for reasons A, B, C, D, this demarcation, that demarcation, that demarcation, no matter what, no matter the resources we have underground, we don't intend to mine it because we think that there are other benefits that brings. Kakum is 145 square kilometers of land. It has a 350 meters long canopy walkway. In Ghana, it's the most visited tourist site in the whole of Ghana. The single most visited site in Ghana is Kakum. So the question is, once we are making all efforts to promote tourism, and we also say that tourism can be a job creator, an economic tool, why would we even contemplate the idea of mining in that place? So whoever is behind that idea should know that tourism also generates money, just as mining minerals will also generate. So we cannot say money is the overriding factor, because tourism also generates money. But outside the money, the tourism doesn't bring the kind of environmental impact that mining will bring. So as a country, we begin to look at some of these things. And see, we also need to learn from best practices in other places. The point is, we are talking about this, but I can tell you that if we should put this issue to the people there, whether they should mind, I will not be surprised if the majority says that it should be mined.
I agree.
I will not be surprised. Because for many people, it will be an opportunity for them to also go into small-scale mining.
Absolutely.
So long as it's established that the mineral exists, then it means the whole area now, people see opportunity to make money. So they will also go for it. So I think that as a country, I've read a statement by the civil society group in the area which talks about the fact that though their investigations show that the mining is not going to be in the Kakum, it's going to be on the borders of Kakum. They believe that mining will still have an impact on the whole issue. As a country, in Ecuador, there was a mine, there was a mineral resource, oil, discovered in a huge area worth about 124,000 acres. The country says they need money, so they want to mine the oil. The area is inhabited by about 20,000 people. 20,000 people. So what did the government do? CSO stood up and it became back and forth, back and forth. So the government says, okay, all 2 million people around that area, we put together a referendum for people to vote. If the majority, they say it should be mined, the government will go ahead and mine it. If the majority say no. When it was put to a referendum, 68% of the people said no, and 31% said yes. And the government said, since 68% says no, the place will not be mined. I think we also have to be coming up with some of these strategies, because we must let the people speak. Sometimes CSOs speak, but probably that may not be the view of the people there. So I think that we should also consider, is it possible that if a mining is going to be done in a particular community and a large population in the area is going to be affected, we can say yes, let's let the people's voice speak, that we put it to a referendum for people to vote and determine whether the mining should be permitted in their area. Because at the end of the day, they are the one that is closest to the operation. And if there are any negative impacts from that operation, it's the people around that are going to feel it harder. And therefore, their voice matters. And I think that these are some of the strategies as a country with so much minerals underground. We should begin to also look at some of this. This vote in Ecuador was a historic vote that people decided that we will not mine, even though the government made all the case of the economic value and the impact it will have on the economy. The people that will be directly affected said, no, we don't think that this should be mined. So I think that as a country, we need to up our game in terms of regulations and adopting strategies in terms of mining. Because whether we like it or not, the mining in Ghana, somebody said that maybe in the next 50 years, even in our own houses we'll be mining. We will be mining in our own houses because we will find resources there. So if we don't come out with some of these strategies earlier, a time will come and we'll have some of these problems. So as I said, my summary is that we cannot stop mining in this country, but we must do it in an economically, environmentally, and socially friendly manner that benefits all. It shouldn't become negative to other people. Okay. And we must begin to upgrade some of our regulations. And we must begin to demarcate areas we can say, no matter what, this area at this material moment is a no-go zone for mining. And then we should also look at what other countries are doing, like what Ecuador has done by putting a referendum before the people around to determine whether they want mining to take place there or not.
Okay, great. Larry, let me come to you. Now, mining has been a conversation in our public discourse, I mean, since whenever we can remember, whenever we can trace back. Yeah. In recent times, we've been talking a lot about illegal small-scale mining, galamsey, and its effects and whatnot. Now, we've heard from the Minerals Commission. We've heard from the CSOs, okay? Minerals Commission has said this is not going to happen, we're not going to allow it. But do you think that if people in the community, in Kakum and its environs, get wind of the fact that, oh, they said there's something we could possibly mine here, or people who are listening who are usually proponents of illegal small-scale mining get in there and we don't have wind of that, we can have challenges?
Yes, we can. And for me, don't you think people are already mining in those?
I mean, I don't have evidence of that, but you never know. And I mean, there's always been small-scale mining, right? But it's the illegal small-scale mining that's become our problem. So it's very possible.
You'll be shocked that people are already in that forest.
No, it's very possible. It's very possible.
You'll be shocked that people are already there. But you see, something just occurred to me. See the thing about slave trade? It was our own people who went into where they knew the strong people, where
church showed them there.
Showed them. Okay, so all that the guys, who is it? Don Diego, the Azambujas, and all those people, all that they needed to do was just bring their ships and come and dock here. And our people went into the forest and then got the, got our brothers and sisters to them to be taken away. You get it?
In fact, some of our own people were selling the slaves to the white people.
I grew up hearing my grandfather talking about, these people, they used to sell human beings and so on. Yeah. It sounded quite strange to me.
But the history has been passed down, so exactly. He knows.
So then,
yeah,
you get it? It's a similar thing we are dealing with. We are not thinking about tomorrow. We are not thinking about tomorrow. See, Elvis and I've always said that we were in JIJ together. There was a particular lecturer whose name I've forgotten about, who used to teach sociology. Nana
Obri Abua.
Nana Obri Abua, who used to condemn mining. And his simple reason was this, that we are not deriving any benefit from this as a people. Our lands are taken over, destroyed, water bodies, that have served purposes for years, okay, both drinking and for food, as in giving us fish and other things. All those water bodies overnight are polluted. And then the people who used to fish from there, who used to, the fishmongers who take their fish to the market for sale and so on, suddenly they have nothing to live on, just because a certain company came from America or UK or elsewhere, Australia, to come and say that, listen, I found gold here and that I want to mine it. And then, so villages are relocated.
So the benefits don't trickle down.
There's no benefit at all.
Trickle down.
There's no benefit whatsoever. They pay some small royalties to somebody, and then everything is gone. They promise some settlement homes that never come.
And because these are people who don't necessarily have a voice.
Exactly.
It doesn't become a conversation.
Yeah, no, in this part of the world,
the government should be the one that should put in policy that will benefit the people.
In this part of government,
fight for themselves.
Listen, in this part of the world, Aban is a very, powerful thing. To a point where even if a man is not performing in bed, they say, Aban Jinitu.
Very powerful.
You get it? Yeah. A man is not performing in bed, they say, Aban Jinitu. You understand what we are living with. But whoever thought of this legislation to say that let's pass a law, an airline that allows you to go into a certain forest to say that you want to mine there. And one of the stories I read from Asasi Radio listed a number of forest reserves that are completely gone.
In fact,
that are completely gone because of this law. The law was passed last year. Yeah. And one of the officials who spoke, a certain Seidu, talking about how since the passage of that law, a lot of our forest reserves are completely gone. As 25% or so is completely gone.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, and we are living with this. See, a while ago we dealt with, about 2 or 3 years ago, we dealt with the Etiwa forest to a point where Leonardo DiCaprio came in and then issued a statement that, listen, there should be something done about it, that nobody should be allowed to go into Etiwa forest. Yeah. Etiwa is one of our major, forest reserves. Giving us oxygen and other, things and so on. We are supposed to be in there mining for something we don't know. This is a place that gives water, Brim, Supong, and then Densu, serving various communities, giving water to, I think there's a substation somewhere around Chebi or Kibi, okay, that at the point in time had to shut down because the water that was coming was all muddy. And then Ghana Water had to spend so much money on chemicals.
Even now, what we are dealing with Galamsey.
Yes.
Because that's your extreme where you have the illegal mining and now it's become a pandemic. And within us.
Yes.
Within our space. Yes. Ghana Water Company for the past several years has told us that look, we're spending more and more alum to purify the water. Yeah. It's messing up our machines. Yeah. So then our prices
and it's dangerous for our health as well.
Yeah, drinking alum, bathing with alum. The turbidity of the water is supposed to be at 5.
Yes.
Some of them are clocking 14,000.
Yes.
How?
So besides the tourist attraction that Kakum serves, there are other benefits that forest reserve gives us. We are going to let go of all that. And they are telling you that, do you know something? We are not going to the forest. We are just going around the periphery.
But we know.
We know. We know what they want to do. Okay? It sounds like something, but I won't have to go there. Obuasi, after years of mining, Obuasi is now living, people call it a time bomb, that town could cave in at any point in time. And I have a friend who used to tell me that sometimes they are in their rooms and then they could feel that there's a hole beneath them because the least of noise, the building is shaking.
Elvis said they're mining in our homes.
Oh yeah, oh
yeah. The least of thing, the building or the is shaking.
But last year, they arrested somebody who was he started hiding in the room.
And he was digging.
And he was digging in the room. He was mining in the room.
So what are we having? What are we dealing with here? And this conversation is coming on the back of the Akosombo Dam.
Yeah.
And you and I had spoken about global warming and then climate change and all that. We don't care. A government comes to pass a law that says, listen, go into our forest and do whatever you want to do there. And that forest is, we are losing most of our forest. How greedy can we be as a people?
In fact,
out
of 288 areas we demarcated as forest reserves, 34 has been decimated by illegal mining. And this is from the Forestry Commission, the body that supervises and supposed to protect our forests. They say as of now, out of 288 areas we have demarcated as forest reserves in Ghana, 34 is completely gone by illegal mining. Not even legal.
Not even legal.
No,
Regulated.
illegal mining.
So the legal one comes in.
Has destroyed 34 out of the 288. So you see, until we come up with a law to say this place is a no-go zone, no-go zone, no-go zone.
No, but you see, Elvis,
and we made effort. You see, this illegal
Elvis,
mining
I think it goes beyond the law.
No, that's
okay.
what I'm about to say.
We have so, I mean,
No,
there's a lot of legislation.
No, you see, what I want to say is that
Elvis,
if we don't protect it, the law can be there.
Yes.
But they are saying 34. It's not by legal man that government has given anybody a license.
Yeah.
The greed of Ghanaian that want money is what has led to what we are talking about here. So you see, if we don't really make an effort to protect, then no matter what laws we pass, it will not make any effect because people are looking for money. And especially in gold mining communities where people have realized that this company has come to take all this large concession and they are making money. And we, those who are the indigenes of the area, from generation to generation, what our forefathers have left for us, a larger chunk has been given to somebody to mine and make money, and they call that one legal. We have been left out. So if there's any land available, we must also go in there, also mine and make money.
Okay, Larry, what was your point?
My point was this, that, you see, he talked about another legislation. You see, we have enough legislation. It's all about monitoring.
Ghana is beautiful on paper.
Exactly. Enforcement of whatever it is. So when you go and classify a place as a forest reserve, nobody should step there. You have Forestry Commission, which has forest guards and so on and so forth. We need to ensure that, listen, what is the enforcement process? Forestry Commission has been giving licenses to people to go walk in there, cut whatever trees you want to cut in the name of timber. Okay? I mean, the last of it we heard, Sir John, before he died, Achimota Forest was gone.
Forever and ever.
Exactly. Which one? Etiwa was gone. Yeah. Okay, so the Forestry, what's it called? Forestry Commission officials there are more involved in Galamsey than any other person. Meanwhile, they are supposed to be the ones protective of the land. Sir John was given a land inside the Achimota Forest. I mean, how insulting can that be as a people for us?
We have some messages here.
The hypocrisy of this whole setup, how contrived this whole thing is. And nobody cares. And you come. I mean, we had the first, the Mirrors Commission guy saying that nobody will go there. And so you wait. Let's mark this day and keep it holy. We will see people in there mining.
You mentioned it, Tiwa. It's bauxite that's supposed to be mined there. It's just going to be a small portion of it.
Yeah.
The portion that they're not even going to mine bauxite, which rather has gold, go in there and see Etiwa. Etiwa is virtually destroyed by illegal mining.
Yeah.
The last time I saw videos that somebody has gone to do, the Tiwa forest, the place that actually has gold, the government intends to go and mine bauxite. Yeah. The place that has bauxite rather is safe.
Intact.
But the place that has gold, if you go there now, you'll be shocked at what you see. The whole forest is being destroyed.
We arrested some national security operatives there. They were paraded on live TV and so on. Ask yourself.
We are back to square one. What happened to them?
What happened to them?
The current state of the case.
The case. Do you get it?
We have to go for a break.
What kind of a joke is this?
Take this message before we go. This is from Clarissa Geme. The MCE should totally forget the idea of allowing such a place to be battered for mining. We need these reserves, and none of the authorities are going to be around for the consequences of such actions. Let's not even tolerate the idea. We have other means of generating revenue for this country apart from mining and taxation. This government should sit up and make the math so we can all have peace. And that's from Clarissa. And then this one says, I don't even know what to say about Ghana anymore. Can't we be innovative? One idea, and we want to harp on it until it destroys us. Let's get serious. I expect to hear serious things in the budget tomorrow. So let's go for a break. This is Breakfast Daily. When we return, the news review segment continues.
amazing discount up to 40% on all our products such as mobile phones, television set, air conditioner, washing machine, CCTV cameras, and many more. So from 13th of November to 30th of November, visit any of our shops nationwide or our website at www.francotrading.com or call the numbers on the screen for any assistance. Franco Trading Enterprise, the home of quality phones, accessories, and home appliances.
Is the neighborhood I'm having my twins.
The very reason why I took it for us. See, the price is very good and it's spacious to contain all of us.
Alphabet City. Now I'm a landlord. I don't pay rent. And my Airbnb business is booming.
To me, Pamini, bank and I'm not say another Alphabet City. The pension pay me 20%. The payment plan, I want to share my just say very smooth.
This is a healthy place to raise our families and creating peace. Come on, be my neighbor.
Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Alphabet City is a classy and peaceful gated community in Sakumono. We have 24/7 top-notch security and high-quality access roads. We have 3 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, 3 bedrooms and 3 washrooms with boys' quarters. We have 3 bedrooms and 4 washrooms. We have 2 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, all with beautiful kitchens and kitchenettes. Call Alphabet City on 0240-111119 or 050-44-99999. Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Welcome back, and it's still Breakfast Daily right here on Citi TV. Don't forget the show is interactive. Hashtag Breakfast Daily on all social media platforms and 020-444-7033 via WhatsApp. And definitely, we want to hear from those of you who do not live in Ghana. Use the country code +233. It's the news review segment, and we've been talking so far with my guest here, Elvis Darko, who is the editor of the Finder newspaper and newscenter.com, and also Larry Dogbe, who's the editor of the Herald newspaper. And we've been talking about issues that have arisen in the last 48 hours or so since we've been hearing that there have been plans to mine the Kakum Forest, the Kakum National Park, its environs, all the conversations that have popped up. And we're just discussing why that is a bad idea and shouldn't even be entertained. We're going to wrap up on that topic, and then we move on to talk about the 2024 budget statement, which will be read tomorrow. And of course, it will be live right here on Citi TV from 10 a.m. Gentlemen, welcome back from the break. So let's wrap up our conversations for today. I mean, we can never stop talking about it, but for today, for the moment, let's wrap up on this Kakum issue. Larry, you wanted to touch on something.
I wanted to say that we need some strong enforcement. But then I woke up to the reality that even in instances where military officials were deployed into some of these forest reserves,
one of them was killed.
Yes. Oh no, they rather became the galamseyers.
Oh, there's that too.
Exactly. And you've had senior military officers being associated with galamsey.
Yeah.
Senior military officers. Names are available. Okay? We've had DCEs who were involved in galamsey. We've had police officers who were involved in galamsey or who are involved in galamsey. Okay, national security officials. I just mentioned, an instance. Journalists. Journalist, Abiogo. Journalist.
This is a proper national pie.
Pastors.
You get it. Government officials.
Pastors.
Presidential staffers. Pastor. Well, I don't know about any pastor. So then, I mean, now we should declare it free for all. It's like saying that, listen, I mean, cocaine gives a lot of money. Okay, and people are out there doing it. Oh, no, everybody, don't touch it. But then we know that others are involved in it. So if there is poverty, and you feel that, oh, that is the way that you can make your money, then allow everybody to go and do that. So you don't pass legislation to this effect. Destroy forests, destroy this, destroy that, destroy water bodies, and so on. People, economy. I mean, water, people build, you know, their livelihood around economy. Around water. So you hear that days of old, people relocated from a particular town to another area because of water.
Yes,
is so important.
Yes, and even just for living, washing, bathing, sanitary and hygiene purposes.
But we don't care because of our greed. You have money, you can go and buy mineral water and drink.
Exactly.
And then what is this?
And they say we should understand that, serious countries have more resources, but they are mining it strategically based on what they know for the future. America has large reserves
massive
of crude
massive
and gas, but they are buying huge from other countries, allowing their reserves to sit there, and they are exploiting them strategically.
Also because resources like this, they run out.
That's diminishing returns. So we cannot say that because they say can't have gold that we want to mine all just like. The time when you're hungry, you want to eat with your two hands. At the end of the day, you may end up not eating much. That is what we seem to be doing. You just spoil the food. When you have a yam ban and they say I'm hungry, set fire to the whole yam ban. They will all burn. By the time you're finishing just half of one yam, you are satisfied. Meanwhile, you are burned down the whole yam ban, and all the yam will go bad. So we should begin. As a country, I don't know why we sit down and these things happen. If America has all that reserves and they are sitting on it, and they say, look, this thing must be exploited strategically. Can't we learn some of these strategies and say, look, we have the resources, we know, but we shouldn't follow hunger and poverty and say we should destroy everything, including the environment. No, we shouldn't. We should be doing things as a country that is thinking about the future. The way we are doing things is as if there's no tomorrow. Everybody is hungry. And you see, let's not blame the politician alone in this case. As Larry has listed, almost every segment of the society, every professional group is involved in this galamsey
for nothing at all.
But the politician has become the soft spots to blame because they are but almost all of us.
No, they are leading.
I know, but you see, if you go to most communities, politicians don't even know what is happening to that galamsey issue there.
No, that's
true. They are ordinary people, chiefs, and who think that there's money to be made. They say there's gold. So we should also watch our level of greed, our level of anxiousness to make money. So we don't care about whatever will happen. Let's do, so long as I'll make money, I don't care about the consequences. That mentality, which is gradually becoming part of us as Ghanaians, will destroy all of us.